Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is part of TKO Studios, TKO Shorts. This is Night Train, a rather disturbing comic. That's, I think, the best way of really opening up and discussing it. So it's written by Steve Foxe. Lisandro Estherren is the artist. Patricio Delpeche is the colorist. Steve Wands is the letterer. So TKO Studios, the TKO shorts are kind of mini comics is the best way of describing them. They're generally, the length of a normal comic, except, just much smaller in size. You can hopefully see that I haven't grown bigger. The comic is just a bit smaller. We've done a review of at least one of them. There's three that were initially released. A bunch more just got released as well. And this, I think everything is now digitally available. Before you just had to get it through primarily the TKO website, tkopresents.com. So this story is an interesting one. It's about a kid, and him and his parents, they moved to a new home in New York City. They live under the train route, and the train going around kind of keeps him up at night. So he's not sleeping well, and then he gets a little brother at 10 years old. He's 10 years old, not the little brother. And it's a disturbing story about just the family falling apart, and I would say it's kind of hard to really think through like what the themes are, what the overall story is. I mean, it's a horror story. It's really disturbing for anyone that maybe has had a younger sibling, or if you're a parent, you will be really disturbed by this. The kid has a lot of issues. Not being able to sleep due to not just the train, but also a small child now that's crying and has needs. The parents aren't dealing very well with the addition of a second child, and things just kind of spiral from there. So, I mean, in a way, it's a kind of a horror story about just society, or checks and balances, whatever you want to call it, not working, and watching a family unit dissolve because of that. And spiral out of control, and you can kind of make guesses as to where it all goes, but it's disturbing. Like, it's really kind of bothersome after reading this. So it does a really kind of fascinating job. I mean, it's not. There's aspects of it that aren't new and they're very familiar, and there's kind of some of the aspects to it are things you've seen in different forms. And overall, I think the story is kind of something we've seen, but like, it really kind of feels like a really twisted Law and Order SVU episode. Let's go with that, without the cops, just taken from the perspective of this 10-year-old boy. Yeah, it lingers. Let's go with that. This is not something you want to read, before going to bed. The art is fantastic. Really top-notch stuff. I mean, I'm not going to show off all of it because there's not tons to this, but we'll just leave it at that. And then there's a little bit of extras, some of the work of the kids, or some of the sketches of the characters. I mean, and then some of the layouts of the pages itself. I liked it. Like, I really like this. I'm not the biggest horror fan. I keep on saying that, but this is kind of the horror that I enjoy. There's a psychological twisted aspect to it. It kind of, I would put it into that like space of like Seven type of a thing. That's, or Silence of the Lambs, just that psychological mind fuck is, I think, really the good way of putting it. So yeah, it's, if you kind of enjoy that sort of story, like, go for it. Absolutely go for it. I mean, as a whole, I think the TKO shorts have been really solid. So I'm excited to see what this new batch is that has just recently come out. You can go get this now. You can go get this directly from the TKO site. Shops, I think, can get it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but go hit up your shop. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase it, TKO site being one of them. Comixology will be at least one of the other links. at least the Comixology one, and probably Kindle, will be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage of that. By doing that, you help support our site, so thank you. And speaking of support, I want to thank TKO for hooking us up with a review copy. We appreciate that, and thank you for watching. Now, if you want the latest comic news, reviews, previews, and more, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.